welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. Welcome Tuesday. Oh man, gotta give a good little stretch there. Decided to come on tonight for a little bit, just a little open talk. If you want to come on to the show and talk, hey, you're more than welcome to come and join me. I'll be on here for a little bit, be a couple of hours. It's okay. We can deal with a couple of hours, right? On my Mind Over Your Matter. Give a little update of what's been going on with me also. That'll be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put that StreamYard ID out there for you guys. I already got my medicine already rolled up. I was able to go to the dispensary. Um, I want to talk about that. That was pretty cool. Did that yesterday and went today also and picked up some medicine. Finally, picked up some good medicine and I like the dispensary. It's really good. If you got your medical card, hit up your dispensary. They got good stuff, and actually at a good price. I was surprised. Some of the eighths were like just like $27, $29, $28. I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's pretty cool. Um, I picked up a good amount to last me about a week or two. Just a week or two of medicine is all I need. I don't need too much. But yeah, I went. I picked up my flowers. I picked up like three different flowers. Three of them are sativas, and I got two indicas, and I got a vape cartridge, which I'm still trying to get used to because every time I take a hit, I start coughing like crazy. But I don't need so much of the vape. The vape is like, ooh, it's overwhelming. So let's go ahead and get the show started, right? Let's get it started. I haven't been doing this in a while, so it's just gotta get my body all tuned up and ready for this. Let's go ahead and bring in Albert to the show. What's up, Albert?
What up, man?
What up? What up? What's
I'm
going on?
I'm all cool. I'm having me some lasagna, lettuce with some ranch, and
Damn.
some damn garlic bread, man.
What the hell? Are you at like Olive Garden, son? It's
You
Olive
say
Garden at his house.
that?
It's Olive House Garden. That's what he's at. Damn, that
Yeah.
sounds good. You gotta start making me hungry. I ate lunch. I ate a pretty good sizable lunch, so I'm not really too hungry at the moment. I probably just eat a bowl of cereal before I go to bed, and yeah, man, it's just pretty active day I had today. I did so much today, running around, paying bills, and having to go to the dispensary. Picked up some medicine from there. I picked up my first cartridge, vape cartridge from there, and man, the store is amazing. Beautiful, big dispensary. The girls were really nice, very helpful. Uh, I put my I yawned for a moment. I don't know why, but I
Hey, Max.
picked up some good stuff, and then not only that, but went over to um figure out like what medicine will be good for me. So they told me that they do take in phone orders, and if you have any questions, you can ask the technician at the on the line, and they will help me out. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Um, and Max is in here. What's up, Max? But I thought it was pretty cool, and I went. I called in, and I was like, I need medicine for my chronic pain. Chronic pain is one of the top problems that I have. The anxiety, the depression, the PTSD, the like. I want a little bit of that euphoric energy also because I don't want to be so lazy tired. I want to be active. And that's the reason why I got some of the sativas for more of my daytime smoking because I do smoke a lot more flowers than I do anything else. But I did pick up a cartridge today a vape cartridge, and holy moly, I take a hit of it, it starts making me cough. That's how powerful this thing is. All right, let me take a hit of this. Hold it in for a second. Woo! Not so bad of a hit this time. I can feel the earthy taste, the earthy tones. I can feel the on the back of my throat has a little like tingling feeling inside. Really good tingling feeling inside. It's not a bad tingling. Um, it's just for me, that tingling makes me want to cough because it tickles. It kind of tickles my throat. Ooh.
Mm.
Wow. I love medicine. I don't. I mean, I'm happy to be back in the dispensary again and going to the dispensary. It's much cheaper going to the dispensary now than it is to buy street stuff these days. Street prices have been going up. Um, just because with everything going on and with this COVID thing and you know, it's just crazy. The world is going a little crazy. I don't know if have people noticed, but businesses are running out of coins. You heard of that? Coins
Yeah,
are
I heard
in
about that.
very high demand right now. The circulation of coins is has because of this virus and people staying home and everyone shutting down. Well, if people are home and not spending money and not spending coins, then what are you gonna have? A shortage of coins. Well, a lot of the businesses these days now are having coin shortages, and it's just not any store; it's all stores. So if you can, please spend your coins. If you can, buy yourself a buy yourself a pack of gum or something, and spend your change because the system needs its change back. They make all these coins and like the people are hoarding them, and it's like, wait a minute, the coins are supposed to be coming back. We're not getting the coins back. What's going on? People are not spending the money. They're hoarding them, and I don't know why people are hoarding coins, but they are. Um, I have no clue why, to be honest with you. Um, all this is gonna do is give it a reason for us to go digital, meaning we're gonna go into a cashless society where we're not gonna be spending like physical bills and change anymore. We're gonna be digital. It's gonna be a card, and your funds will be in a card. And whenever you need to go and purchase something, all you got to do is tap your card on the pad, and that's it. You're done. Have a good day. Bye. And every purchase that you make will be monitored and will be tracked. Everywhere you go, you will be tracked. Because remember, this card sends out a signal, and the signal is constantly on these cards, and you will be tracked with these cards. I'm telling you, they don't need to implant any of this stuff into people. All they do is give you a card, say, "Here you go," and you think you're so
They're
naive.
already doing that to driver license.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, your passport,
Last state
your passport, the
that
U.S.
does that now.
passports.
My
Yeah, the
driver's license
passport
costs
have
80
a
bucks.
yeah, the driver license. Yeah, and also your passports. Your passports they have a tracking device inside of them. I don't think you guys noticed that the U.S. passports they have a tracking device inside. It has
The
a
major credit cards are now coming out with that shit too.
yeah, your PayPal card. Now you could go to when I went to pay, I bought a sandwich, right? Um right here, my across the street from where I live, down by the community health center where I go for my doctor's appointments and stuff like that, across the street from actually my physical therapy facility, which is Easter Seals. There's chicken deli restaurant that's brand new that opened, and I wanted to buy a sandwich. I was hungry, so I went to pay, and the gentleman was like, "You could just tap the card on the screen, and it'll get your payment." I go, "What?" I go, "What?" Say that again. He's like, "Yeah, all you gotta do is just tap your card on the screen, and it will get your payment." I go, "Really?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "Okay." So I tried it for the first time. I just tapped my card on the screen, and it accepted the payment, and it took my money. I'm like, huh, oh, motherfucker. There's a electronic device inside my card that's constantly working and it's constantly sending out a signal. Like that could be tracked. That could be tracked in your house. They know you're home because your wallet's home, right? So your card is radiating a little signal out from your wallet that Wi-Fi could pick up from your home or from any location and know where you're at all times. Because a lot of people, they forget their phones at home, but like it's pretty like I know people, forget their wallets too, but that's something that you always check before you leave the house, right? Is I gotta make sure I have my fucking wallet. I have to have my ID, my cards. It's like, hello, that's the first thing I check is for. That's the most important is my wallet, right? Wallet number one, cell phone number two, and then keys. We gotta make sure we got those keys too. So everything what I do, like in my ways, like and how I proceed with my life, I always go for the wallet number one, my cell phone number two, and my keys because my keys is at my doorway. So it's on a hook. So I just gotta grab it from there and I'm out the door. And I'll never forget my keys because I always put my keys out the hook. If my keys are not at the hook, then my keys are at the table. Those are the only two places that I will put my keys. If it's at the table, I was just too lazy to put it back on the hook. Actually, I was too lazy just to walk in and just put it on the hook. For some reason, I don't know why I put my keys on the table, but I do that sometimes. I do it because of my cats. Because my cats sometimes jump on the table, and I'm trying to like have them not jump on the table. So I'll leave items up and make it difficult for them to want to jump up on the table. But those are the items that I grab. To find out that my card, all I gotta do is just tap the fucking machine, and it's like it picks up the signal from the card, and you pay for your. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm like it's just crazy. And I did it again today. I went to eat lunch, right? And to pay for my food, I was like, where's the chip? Because it's the chip reader. It's either you swipe the card, the chip reader, or the touchless. And the guy was like, "Oh no, it's touchless. All you gotta do is tap it with your card." I'm like, "Oh no, not this shit again." I was like, "This is part two. This is part two of this tapping shit. Like, what the hell's this shit?" So I tapped the screen with my card, and it paid for the fucking food. And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" It didn't even ask me for no information, no zip code, no pin, nothing. It just paid for the food, and it was done. And like, have a nice day. I'm like, "What the fuck just happened here?" Tell me, because I'm still freaked out with cell phones, right? I'm still freaked out with all the technology we have now. And the fact that I could just pay for my food by just tapping on a fucking device. Are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is crazy. It's doing something. These cards, I don't know. There's something definitely going on with the cards, and there is a frequency coming out from the cards. It has to be a frequency for it to intercept the way it does. It has to be a two way. There's an intersect. So the intersect is between the card and the transponder, and once it connects, it has that signal. It's like magnets. It just it interacts and sends out the signal. And because I didn't even touch the device. I didn't even touch it. I just put it close to it and it just went beep. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even touch it. And it got my payment. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This shit just got my payment just and I it was like above the damn like transponder. It's like I was kind of like I was mesmerized a little bit today. And these cards are getting more high tech. And I'm like, that's so like I don't know. Like to me, like the way we paying for items and stuff, I think is it's gonna get more high tech. Right now it's just in the beginning developments of, with these cards. Because I remember credit cards back in the days, compared to like the 70s and 80s, and then like compared to now, like holy shit, how things change in such a short time, such a short amount of time. Like everything just weird.
It's just the first beginning, you know. It's just that the more advanced it gets, the more you're risking, your information private to people who could download an app that will hack it and it messes your life up.
Mhm. There's this kid outside that's playing. I don't mind him playing, but I could hear his music because he's playing the horn. He's playing. I could hear the him playing and him practicing because I think he's in a band because I could hear him playing his. It sounds like a horn, and he's just practicing, and I can hear him. I don't mind listening to it because I actually like it. Like I used. That's one thing I really liked about high school was the band, and how they put the music together and how they sound, and the practice that they put into it because there's a lot of practice. And it's yeah, I respect them. It was pretty cool. I actually had a couple of friends in the band. I didn't want to be in band. I was like, nope. I'd rather be on the field than be in the band. It's just I'm too active. I run too much. I catch. I do everything. So forget the band. But I used to like listening to the music, and they used to get like really into it and get music too. I was like, damn guys, they play really good. But I could hear the kid out there, and he's been playing for a few years now, practicing, and it's sounding nice. I'm gonna go chase him down. I'm saying, like, man, I can hear you from my apartment. You just keep up the good work. You know, you get it. Oh man, I'm still having problems with my stomach. Health update. Um, yeah, I'm still having problems with my stomach. Tomorrow, I see the surgeon at 9:30 in the morning. Um, um, it's tomorrow. My anxiety's a little high right now because tomorrow's like the make or break. My stomach. Um, I hope they tell me, all right, we can hold off a little bit because then I'll be like, okay, great. But if they tell me we need to have surgery, we're gonna have to have surgery, and I'm gonna have to have surgery, and um, really not looking forward to it because I already know the prep for the surgery, and it's like the worst prep time. Oh man, it's just the worst. They had to put a engine tube. I can't even say it. Engine tube in through my nose, put all the way down to my stomach, pump out my stomach, and then I have to drink this nasty drink. It's like a pretty much like a gallon. It's a squared off big gallon of like salty drinking liquid to flush out my insides. So to poop everything out pretty much. It's kind of like a big ass laxative. You gotta like drink and to flush out the your intestines. And then once I'm done prepping with all that, then surgery. And just the prep is the worst. I mean, surgery, that's a breeze for me. Once they put me to sleep, I look at the clock and I'm like, all right, here we go, back to the upside down. I go, just let me come out, on the up and up. And if I die on this table, hey, like I said, I'm gonna do my best to fix this mess that's going on here in this world. I'll join, Milky Way Weekly up there. And be like, yo, what's up? I'm gonna say, what's up, Brian? He's just like, oh shit, you here too? I was like, hell yeah, man, I'm gonna go smoke this joint now. Go smoke with the baby Jesus. I was like, yo, get your ass over here, baby Jesus. I'm gonna smoke a joint. I'm gonna ask him, why you been slacking, man? He's gonna like, what do you mean? I go, man, you don't see the world, how crazy it is? If you were really around, would you continue to cause this chaos and craziness? Like that's what I say, in my head. It's like, why is this dude sleeping under the controls? He took a nap and the world's going crazy. We're gonna go there and be like, yo, wake up, I'm here now. Look, smoke a joint. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's get what's going on in this world, taken care of. Let's just bring some common sense to the world. Stop this discrimination. I thought discrimination was over a long time ago, but no, it continues. Like, why is it still alive? Why is discrimination and racism is still so alive? It's like we don't learn our lessons, right? It's like this is a repeat of so many, instances of things has happened, through our lifetimes, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s with your Rodney King, beatings. It's, it added up, it's like, when are we going to learn? When are we going to stop and be like, why are we doing the same shit over and over? I don't get it. I don't. It's like you don't learn from your mistakes. Like, how many times do you have to repeat until you learn from your mistakes? I mean, this racism stuff needs to chill out. We're here in this planet all together. No matter what the fuck happens, like, we're still here together, no matter what race or gender or what you are. We gotta make the best of it while we're here alive and not try to kill each other. People try to kill each other, and it's like it's a crazy thing. I'm smoking this joint right now. Mm, it's nice. It has this one has two sativas and indica. Um, I don't have the names on it yet because I already checked it out, but I forgot the names of the joint that I'm smoking. But I got it from the dispensary, and it's pretty good. It's a good medicine. It's different. You could tell is hydroponics. You could tell the medicine is hydroponics because of you could taste more of the water taste of the marijuana. It has more of a like a earthy um taste to it. Real earthy, real a little bit of a mint, you know, but not a mint like it's not minty to the mouth. It's like that experience of that tingling and mid upper mouth. Like you could feel it around your mouth, the medicine. Excuse me. It's man, I like the after effect of it too. It has I call it a sweet heat, right? It's like it's sweet and smooth coming in, but it has a little like has a little heat to it, which is that pepperness, earthy tones. Definitely can feel it on the tongue and the upper root of your mouth, which is which is good. That means the body is intaking the medicine very good. Um, but real earthy tones, and you could tell it's a This is hydro. This is a hydroponic um medicine. I could tell it's just it's when I say it's more like a watery, like it is more like watery, like not in a bad way. It's it's a difference. You could just tell from one that you grow on dirt and what you grow on hydroponics. I could tell the difference. Like automatically, I could feel it. I could taste it. I could taste the chemicals that they put into it, like the sugar daddy. I could taste the like it's a taste. Like hydroponics is just a certain way that you do the medicine, and there's steps. There's it's like it's a horror. If you want to learn how to grow, that's a private show with me. I do a private show, how to grow marijuana, because I know how to do it. I know the whole process. I know how to do the whole thing. It's yeah. I even have a book, encyclopedia on medicine, and I know how to grow medicine. I just don't have the energy or the strength or the health right now to be doing anything like that. Just because it takes a lot out of me. I'm in too much pain, you know, especially inside of me. I'm in a lot of pain, and not only inside of me, but like in my intestines, like my stomach. It's a lot of pain in there, and um, it sucks because like the energy has been very high lately, and that's why I haven't been feeling good and haven't been on here like I should. It's because I have not been feeling good, and the energy is very high. Um, I know at night it seems like you feel like this weird energy. It's like it's so high that it keeps people up. Like it's hard for people to sleep. It's hard for like it's just it's just an energy that just hits over you, and it wakes you up like around 2:50 in the morning, close to 3 in the morning. I get woken up. That happened to me, and I took my medicine and everything, and it should keep me asleep. I should be asleep, and like it's and I still wake up, and not only once, but like throughout the night. I wake up like two times, and if something just wakes me up at like 5 in the morning, like even no, not even around 5, like 4:30, like 4 in the morning, like four, like I go back to sleep. I fall asleep and then I wake up like around four something, and like I'm like, damn, why I keep waking up? Like, and then like I go back to sleep and then I fall asleep and then I wake up and it's like what, almost 9 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, that wasn't good. I don't want to sleep late. Like the purpose of me falling asleep a little earlier is for me to wake up earlier, not for me to wake up throughout the night and then be like, what the fuck? And then waking up, and then it's like you wake up in the morning, you feel fucking tired, and you're like, what the fuck happened here? Like why am I so tired? I'm like, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't know why. And I know why. It's because of what I'm going through, and I'm tired. Like today, I took like after I got back home from doing everything that I had to do today. Man, I was tired, and I smoked a half a joint that I had rolled up, and I got in my bed. I just lay down, and of course, my cat came because my cat, she's cat lovers, you know what's up. If you have a cat, you know what's up. My cat jumped up on the bed and she laid next to me because that's what she does. She lays next to me. She's my therapy cat. So she laid right next to me and she snuggles up next to me. And then I hold her with my hand, and then I fell asleep. We both fell asleep, and like we slept there for a long time. I actually like I kind of like woke up for a second, and she was still there. So I was like, I kind of rolled over to my side and just slept for like another hour more. And she was there the whole time. She lays right next to me, even on my. She lays like she loves my body heat because my body radiates a lot of heat. So like, because I have that. That's what I call that tropical blood. I call it like that heat. That Caribbean heat. And when I tell people, because there's people like that have their bodies are hot, and like their blood is hot, and that's tropical. People from like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, um, Central America. It's people that their blood, like their body, stays warm and radiates warmth all the time, even when it's cold. Like right now, you touch me, and I'm like a radiator. I'm a radiator, and I radiate a lot of heat. So that's why at night my room has to be cold. So lately out here has been cold at night. Temperature has been dropping into the 30s. We don't need to turn on our ACs. We just leave the window open, and we got free AC, baby. Finally, free AC. Woo! Hey, what's up, Paulo? What's going on? And Max. Max, what's going on, Max? Um, yeah, we got free AC now, and I love the cold weather. The trees are starting to change colors already. Have you guys noticed that? Here in Connecticut, the leaves are starting to change colors. I'm actually gonna take my camera out. Um, I'm gonna try to go and take some pictures of the foliage, like the changing of the colors. Everything is starting to change early, so we're anticipating an early winter for us here, and this is it might be an interesting year, 2020, right? 2021 is still going to be interesting. We're going to see, there's going to be a lot of things happening. This right now, the energy is so high. That's why people can't sleep at night, because fucking energy is fucking high. The anticipation, like they're anticipating something. They're like that energy of the unknown, and it's just like it's so built up that fucking people can't fucking sleep. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it's just like, oh, it wakes me up out of my sleep. I gotta try to go to sleep. Like, I fall asleep that night. I fell asleep late too, because I think that was the night I did the late show. Not it wasn't so late, but I did a few hours, and I got off. I forgot what time I got off, but then I fell asleep, and then I woke up like an hour after I just fell asleep, and then I fell back to sleep, and then something wakes me up again, and then that's when I had that episode with I had an episode. It seemed like it was a stroke that I was having. So they are doing something. I wonder what's going on in CERN. I really wonder, like, because there's a lot of things that they're not telling us, and there's a lot of energy that's hitting the earth right now, and it's energy it's a low frequency energy that's hitting the earth, and I can hear it, and I can hear the ringing in my head, and it's a constant ring inside, and that ring has not gone away in a while, and that's how I know the frequency. There's something hitting the earth, or something's going on, or they're doing something, because we're in a state of war, right? We're still at war. We declared war already. um and there's different forms of war. Oh man, it's like they're trying to control, like they're trying to get into people's heads. It's just a weird feeling, a weird sensation of having these energies and hearing these sounds, because I keep hearing weird sounds, and it's like it's this energy sound, and it does not go away. It doesn't go away for me, and it sounds like an old television from the '80s that's been turned on, but it's on silent. You know, when you had that little that, but it's like just like that sound of the television on. Because back in the days when you left the television on, you knew you left the television on because first of all, the screen would be bright as fuck, and another thing, that little sound and people got used to that sound growing up and falling asleep to that sound. You know, that was the white noise. That's what it's called. And like I hear it. And I constantly hear it. I hear like it's like traffic in my fucking head. That's what it is. It's like it's 5 o'clock in my head and everyone's getting out of work and there's just so much fucking traffic in my fucking head. I was like, holy shit. This is like it's like a cartoon. It's like but the energy is up. It's up. Is the Today is what is the autumn equinox. I could feel the I felt the movement the because I'm sensitive. So I feel when the earth moves, I feel it. And I feel when I feel like dizzy. Like I feel like when I say the earth is moving too fast for me, it's really the earth is moving too fast for me because like I can feel the movement and I'm like, I'm still able to walk and function and everything, but I'm like I feel like disoriented a little bit from the energy. Um and it is an energy that like this movement like when we're because right now we're being slingshot. That's what I call it. It's like a slingshot. So we're being thrown away from from the sun. So we're moving away so that and we're tilting. So we're gonna start with our winter early, it seems. And southern portions, of like southern hemisphere will be into summer, early spring. And that'll be nice for them. Early spring, and then they could go into their summer. You know, I just hope that the virus doesn't wreak havoc down there as far as like the spring, going into the spring summertime, especially like in South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, um, Fiji. Like no, Fiji always stays tropical. That's one thing is like Fiji is so cool. Um, I just think Fiji is such a it's like a cool it's an island. It's like an island in the middle of the freaking like Pacific. It's like Fiji. And yeah, volcanic. We're a volcanic area. Um a lot of energy too. A lot of like energy from within. Fiji has some like there's something about it that it's makes it that like special. um I think they're so isolated, you know what I mean? They're just in the middle of nowhere surrounded by water. um but yeah, this world is gonna get a rude awakening. We're for a rude awakening. And um I tell you this right now, it's not gonna be good either way, because it's like the setup, everything's all set up. And I see it, I see the each side. And it's like here with the states with like with the presidential what's going on and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I can see both sides. I can see the Trump side and I can see the Biden side, and I'm like, oh man, it's crazy. It's like it's just I it just will be a crazy if Biden gets in as president. It's gonna be such crazy times. It's like I just oh man. And then the thing is that Biden will end up getting sick, and then he'll probably end up dying, and then Kamala Harris will be the first black female president. Hmm.
Barack Obama was the first black male president, so there's no difference between having the first black lady
No,
president.
no,
But
no, no, no. You don't understand. This is big. Is that's bigger than Obama. This is a first black female, female, the first female of all male presidents in this country, all males, never been a female to have a first black female president.
wow.
And let me tell you, a lot of presidents have died in office, and vice presidents have taken over as presidents. It has happened many times in the White House, many times. So we're in that time frame of repeating, right? So, you know, when was the last time there was a death of a president in the White House? Because there was many deaths in the White House. I think there were like 3 or 4 or something like that deaths. I gotta Google that. I know it was a few. If you guys know in the chat, let me know how many presidents have died in office and had their vice president take over as president. It's happened plenty of times. Back in the days, I'm trying to think because I'm high too, so my mind is not really wanting to Google it right now. That's why I have you guys. You guys tell me. um, yeah, because this has happened before. So if Biden does get into the office, I don't expect him to be there for long. He is at an age that he will be coming downwards, in health, and he has does have cancer in his family. He does have, he could possibly have health issues coming up. So it's like, it's not like he can just take over and
What's up? Rick just disappeared right off the bat. What happened to his phone? Rick, still listening to your own show? What's up? What happened?
all right, nothing's gonna stop me
What
now.
happened, Rick? You froze and got
No, man, the energy is too much, man. When I get into it, I fuck up everything, man. I fucked up the computer again. The internet just went down on the computer. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're
Every
powerful,
time I
man.
get my
Powerful
energy up,
God.
I always mess it up. I always mess it up, man. I always do, man. It just happens. Just nothing's gonna put me down. No, I always find a way back. I jumped on my phone. Came on as 2.0. That's why I have the power of two channels into one. You feel me?
Yeah,
Let's you get double the pleasure, double the joy. Remember that double nut?
yeah.
Double the pleasure, double the joy. That I think about it's like that sounds so like sexual. Double the pleasure, double the joy. Wait a minute, double pleasure and then double joy? Like, wait a minute, that's like four times. Because pleasure and joy, I mean, how much more do I need? Oh my goodness, four times. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Baby Jesus. I wonder if like, baby Jesus did anything freaky. That's what I'm asking. I was like, baby Jesus, were you a little freaky deaky? That's what we gotta figure out with the baby Jesus. Cause I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna smoke with him. Now I think I won't watch. And I'm gonna take over the controls. I'm gonna like, look, man, you've been too tired, man. Get off of here. I'll try to fix what's going on. The fuck up you did here. Just trying to fix this world. It's a big job. Yeah. But I think the energy we could fix it. But imagine Harris as president, Kamala Harris, first black female president. And then if she let's say this right, let's say they don't win right, and Trump wins. You know there's gonna be riots and craziness, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's gonna happen because that's funded by the Soros, and look what happened when Hillary lost. The it's gonna get like it's gonna get bad, and it's gonna be like civil war, right? It's gonna be like a civil war. So um, the unrest is just gonna get crazy, and I'm telling you, I still see Dwayne the Rock Johnson running. Maybe maybe he can run as that'll be funny. That Harris will be um, she'll run for president and she'll pick Dwayne Johnson as vice president. That would be so freaking weird. Because I always thought like Oprah, with her craziness would run with like Dwayne Johnson or something like that. Some crazy shit. I don't know. Now I think about it, that's some crazy shit. Hmm. Cause I always see Dwayne Johnson running for president. He's kind of like a Reagan. He's gonna be like a Reagan, anyways. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be like the people. He's the people's champ, right? So you put the people's champ as the people's president, and I think that's people are gonna feel like that's the answer and shit, and he's the savior. He's the baby Jesus that came out of nowhere, right? Oh man, when this meteorite supposed to hit this fucking Earth? This asteroid. It's supposed to be coming soon. Fucking asteroid. The asteroids that we don't know that's coming our way that we're not even like paying attention to because everybody's so damn distracted. Nobody's paying attention to the skies. Nobody's really paying attention. And
People are just too busy with themselves and too busy paying their bills and too busy watching TV and too busy watching YouTube. Yeah, it's just when's the last time anybody actually went outside and look at the stars? And just spend like an hour laying down like on some grass and just looking at the stars, just looking up. Like, I don't think anybody. I think people need to focus more on the sky. I think I'm gonna come back on my computer. So this thing might start echoing and doing some crazy shit. So
See if I can do it.
I'm gonna mute this and I'm gonna put it on silent. I'll leave 2.0 on just in case the original starts acting up because my energy gets so high. Look at my picture with all the chakras, right? And like my energy gets so high that I just mess up systems. It just happens. There's always the right Albie. There's always some shit happening. There's always,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
always, every day, all the time, all the time. I it'll be easier to figure out the date that is. It'll probably be actually harder to find out when was the last time this never happened. I think that make it a little harder, because it happens all the time. It always has some technical difficulties, but let me go ahead and jump on to the main channel, so I'll be on in a minute.
All right, all right.
I hear you clear.
Clear, clear, clear. Testing 1 2 1 2. So yeah, I tell you, my energy is so much that it takes two channels for me to come on to talk because sometimes I blew out one channel and I have to go onto the other to continue. It's I don't know why. I don't know if other people's been having these problems like this, but it always happens to me. It's not a bad thing. It's just the energy's so high. It's just I start feeling things. So yeah. So what's been going on, Albie?
Yeah, bitch, man. Uh,
Anything? What's new? What's
No,
going on? Give me
nothing.
a Bitcoin update. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, go ahead.
So the Bitcoin is kind of like, well, because of what Chase Morgan did, what that turned out is that I know that Bitcoin is going to drop way, way, way down. It fluctuates between 10,000 and it goes down. It's like up and down, up and down. It's
It's like
it's
a sounds like a
trying
ride.
trying to show. Yeah, that's why it's like a bumpy ride.
Holy moly! Yeah, it's just a crazy ride. You just don't want to be on.
Right.
It's just I mean, because it just goes so many up and downs. It was called uncertainty.
Yeah.
So much uncertainty with it, and which way it's gonna go. You know, I mean,
Like the
now
stock,
now with
I
the
also got the Bitcoin now on Wall
yeah,
Street.
because now with the administration, like now, focusing on these apps and stuff, and they went after TikTok, right?
Yeah,
And they're going after WeChat, right?
yeah.
Who doesn't think that a lot of Bitcoin comes out of China? Put Bitcoin on the map for, harvesting people's information. China's harvesting people's information through Bitcoin.
Mm,
Um, there's other shit going on. This is just the beginning of a big pile of shit we got to go through, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes. I always say, look, there's things always like things going on in front of you, right? And this distracts a lot of people, but then there's things going on behind the person's back, and you got to pay attention to what's going on behind your back too. So right now, the big deal that's going on is your data and who's keeping what and where's your data going to. Your personal data. Um, because China's been harvesting people's data for many, 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 many years, and they've been caught many times spying on this country, and we kind of didn't do much of anything for it. But like China's very sneaky. They're a
Mhm.
sneaky group, you know, and it's like you know it's it's kind of like I don't know. It's to me I just smile because it's just so like dumb. Because even back in the days, like back in the days when China used to go to war and their ships, they used to fight the British, and they
Mhm.
fought over tea, they fight over drugs, opium. Oh my God, opium! They used to fight for opium all the time. They always fighting for fucking opium. They still
Mhm.
fight for opium to this day. When the United States went into fucking Afghanistan, what do you think they went in there for? They went in there for the
Opium.
opium. They went in there for the opium, and they went in there for the history.
Mhm.
And they found something. They found something there. And even the president, and I know this, the president has went to Afghanistan and went in person to see what they found, what the military had found, and it was something that it was something that was hidden that wasn't supposed to be found, and the United States found it.
Oh.
That's why when Trump says we have weapons that you can't even imagine, like I wouldn't want to go to war with us, and if you did, you would get the full force and the technology. Like it's like they got a lot of like some high tech stuff, some high tech stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like some fucking Star Wars stuff. It's
Thanking Reagan for Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I got special ones.
Star Wars has so much like hidden information on there. Oh man, it's just I think they just rushed the ending of the series. I think it just was just rushed. That's what made the movie not so good. The later chapters, like the newer movies, I think they just rushed too much the ending, and it just didn't really capture like the true essence of the proper ending to the continuation of the Star Wars saga. But yeah, it's there's a lot of things going on. you know I don't know if people notice that there's like shuttles or like rockets going up every, I think, every 3 days. SpaceX is shooting up a rocket. I don't know if people have noticed that. Like every like 3 4 days, a rocket's being shot up into space um by SpaceX. And not only here, but in other places like California and down in Texas. They have a facility down there where they're building the new space. Um, it's like a transport where I think they could take up to, I think, like 100 people at a time to space. I think they've been testing it, and in Texas. I think they have a whole area where they bought land and everything, and people had to move out. They just paid them cash. It's like, look, how much you want for your house? Give us a number, and it's like $1 million. Okay, here you go. Give me the deed to the house. You got to move out by the weekend, and here's your $1 million check. There you go. See you later, alligator. And bought a lot of houses and bought a whole area, a whole community, bought them out. And now they're building rockets and they're building the future rockets there. And it's like now freaking Tom Cruise is going to be going to space now. You heard about this, everyone? No?
No, didn't know this.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is going to the he's going to the space station. He is going
Hmm.
on SpaceX. He's going to be a passenger on SpaceX, a third wheel passenger on SpaceX, because SpaceX, you can, their rockets, you can conform it. You could take up to, I think it's like 6 people at a time or something, 6 people or something like that at a
Yeah.
time. You could take them on the rocket, and Tom Cruise is going to be going to space, baby. He's going to the freaking, let me see here. I have it here. Oh man, my neck is just, I had therapy. I had therapy today, so my neck is like, oh, let's see. Okay, here's another. Oh Lord, I'm not even gonna go there. Sizzler. Oh no, Sizzlers. This the Oh man, they filed for Chapter 11. Sizzlers was a good, was well, pretty good food. Um, let's see here. I'm just going through the information here. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be part of a movie that he's doing, and the let me see. Because they're gonna be start filming in orbit. Um, I think they're doing this project, and it's gonna be in space. This is crazy. Thomas working hard on space. It's reportedly not going to be a Mission Impossible flick. So they're saying it's not gonna be a Mission Impossible. But the film, which will become the first shot in outer space, this is gonna be the first movie shot in space. Um, okay, this is gonna happen October 2021. Is the start of the filming of, and Tom Cruise will be launched into space on SpaceX, Crew Dragon rocket. So yeah, this is crazy, right? Tom Cruise with all his Mission Impossibles, and he's uh it's funny, right? Because it's like what's his group he dealt with, Scientology. Oh boy! And now he's going to space, and he's gonna be in the up there in that little International Space Center. for the space thingamajig they supposedly have up there, right? So it's gonna be interesting to hear it from Tom Cruise. He you see he's a man not afraid of things, right? He goes sky jumping. This dude. I don't know if you ever seen him
Yeah,
going skydiving. This dude skydives, and he skydives by himself. He don't have no instructor, no nothing. This dude has so many skydives under his belt that he just jumps. He just goes, and the dude loves it. Like I'm like, fuck that. Uh.
I'll be a little scared to do that.
Damn, man, this dude has some balls because like he just like poof, and it's just to
I
him just
used to hate roller
adrenaline.
coasters a lot.
Yeah, so with him it's just
I've pissed my
adrenaline.
pants one day on a roller
Yeah, for
coaster.
Albie, we're gonna have to put Pampers on him for sure.
Yeah.
Depends. You're gonna need some depends or on Albie side. Al four depends for Albie.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this dude, man, he's going to space. He's gonna be going to the International Space Station, and he's gonna be making a movie out in space and doing stuff out in space. So who knows what they're gonna make this dude do? Maybe they tell him go fix that satellite and throw his ass out there. Put him in a tether, in one of those tethers, and just throw his ass out there. I like Mission Impossible. This is space. It's let's do this. So right now, Tom Cruise is preparing for this launch. So he has to go through everything, right? As an astronaut, he has to go through the program. So that's what they're running Tom Cruise on is all the programs. He's gonna have to get on the vomit. We call it the vomit comet, which is a ride you get on and they spin you to a certain G's, and people end up throwing up, and or some people end up just passing out. But he has to go through the same thing as any other um, pretty much astronaut has to go through. He's gonna have to go through the program, and he's gonna have to do the underwater. And I'm pretty sure that all this is gonna probably be put on a film, like Tom Cruise learning how to, doing all this astronaut stuff. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like behind the scenes or like insider into the movie and how it's made and show you what Tom Cruise went through to make the movie and show you the pool and how he got into the water and him coming out of the water and him laughing and having a good time, and it's just all Hollywood, and they're gonna document it and it'll be part of a movie, so it's all good. And you know Tom could go to space if he wants to take Justin with him, Justin Bieber, because I think Bieber wanted to go to space too. I think he bought into the Bieber craze, and Bieber wanted to go to space, but I think Tom's gonna beat Bieber to the space. And at one point, didn't Justin Bieber want to fight Tom Cruise? Oh goodness. Uh, it's like it's so crazy. It's like it's so awesome that Tom Cruise like would want to fight Justin Bieber, and it's all good. We get Justin Bieber want to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight. I think they wanted to fight like I think it's like a UFC style fight, and it's all good. And yeah, but I Tom Cruise is very athletic. He's done a lot, and the Scientology stuff is just the trippy, right? That just throws like a monkey wrench into the whole thing. But that's a man with a lot of secrets. He knows a lot. He just keeps a lot to himself. And he doesn't really share. But the man has so much money and so much, like he try to live a private life. You don't hear much about him. You don't hear much about him. and it's okay. But he's going to space. Would you go to space, Albie?
I
At least,
wouldn't mind doing that for the first time, but I ain't got no million dollars to go out in space.
they be
A
like,
lot of things
Albie,
are happening.
they're like, dude, we're gonna send you to space. You have to go to space in order to survive. You have to go to space. Would you go on say? Would you go to space? Would you get on a ride
Sure,
and go to space?
I would.
Uh,
I always want to see what how space look like.
you know, and the thing is that with you, like, because they're gonna be like, "Fuck the training, you just gotta go." Like, yeah, imagine the force and like, I don't know, man. I don't think you. Me, I'll be scared as shit. Straight up, I'll be scared. I'll be like, "Fuck this,
You're
fuck this."
breaking up, Rick.
Breaking up.
You're breaking up.
Oh man, that's the energy. The energy, man. I haven't done anything different. I haven't done nothing. I'm just here talking, and I'm about to hit my pen here. All right, I'll be dropped off, so he'll be right back. I'm here smoking. This vape pen is is this an indica? Man, it's very earthy. Vapes are so different. They're different than I don't know. It's just different. See, I'll be back in here. He's just I guess he'll be back. We'll see. We'll see. Oh man, good medicine. By the way, yeah. If you have medicine, help yourself. Any way. If you can help yourself, help yourself. Um, I medicate. It helps me sleep at night too. We know these signals are coming in. We got to look into these protective clothing, with silver on them, blankets to sleep with to help stop the the signals from penetrating our while we sleep. Um, and and it's difficult because like these equipments, like or these clothing, they're expensive. They're not cheap. And I just feel like there should be protection from Wi-Fi or signals while you sleep at night. You should have some kind of like a covering or something where you cover yourself and you don't get the signals coming into you. Um,
Yeah, that could disrupt your DNA shit.
yeah, because cell phones radiate a lot of frequencies. Your laptop,
Well, because you're mostly made of water.
yeah, your computer 72%. You made of 72% of water. Your Wi-Fi penetrates into you. Anything that's wireless, it's actually penetrating you too. Your game systems, your television, your surround sound. It's just your electronics, your tablet. You know, just go down the list. It signals that you it interferes with you on a daily basis. Like, yeah, let's see what number I'm at. There's an app that um Max gave us where it's a electro smart, where it takes your number on a daily basis and tells you your exposure. Let's see. I'll be dropped off again. I'll be dropping off, man. What's going on? Let's see. Why isn't didn't get a reading? That's crazy. I had from September 10th all the way to today. There was no reading on my. Why was there no reading? I don't understand. Where's the settings? Okay. I don't get this. I think they changed the settings on here. I don't know what they did because I didn't get a reading for like the past few days. Like actually a few weeks. Shoot. I was supposed to get my readings, but what happened? Hmm. I don't get it. Let me see something. Because it's supposed to be on all the time. It's not supposed to be. Um. I gotta talk to Max about this. Gotta talk to Max about this because I don't know if they did a update or something, but it's like I didn't even get no readings. It's supposed to be here, Max unlimited days. Yeah, it's unlimited days. But why it didn't read any of the days? Huh? That's weird. And my exposure right now is still at 72. 72. You see, there's no. Okay, so I don't get it. That's weird. Huh? Yeah, it's definitely 72. That's a little up. Man, they've been. Oh my goodness, they've been texting me like crazy, man. This freaking election shit. I can't wait till it's over. I've been getting text messages from people from Florida. Like, hi, Rick, I'm a volunteer with the Florida for All Education Fund, a non. I don't care. Like, I'm not. I don't even live in Florida. And then this other, like, Catherine, I'm a volunteer with Johanna Hires for Congress, whatever. I'm like, okay, but like, like these people, this is Connecticut, and they text me. I'm like, why are you texting me? Like that should be illegal. Like I'm in the do not call list. You guys are harassing me now. Like, can I sue these campaigns because they're harassing me? Like I should be able to sue them for harassment. Yeah. So it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just weird. Times are just weird, and we're living in a weird time, and this energy. That's what it is, and we try to make the best of it. That's all we could do is just make the best of our time here, because time is very short. We don't live forever.
and things are happening. And yes, you are going to die because we are guaranteed to die. That's you're not gonna live forever, so get over it. But it's how you die is the fear, right? Because that's everyone's fear is death, and I just feel like we got to go through it, and it's I went through it. I died and came back, so I know how it is, and it is painful. It is painful, and you hear everything. You hear everybody and everything. Every like they're trying to save your life and stuff. You hear everything what they're saying, and it was kind of creepy when I died and I came back to life and I was put in a coma. That's like very surreal an experience that um never forget. It's just I heard everything, I felt everything, I saw everything. It was just really weird time in my life, and dying and coming back and then being put in a coma, and they checked my brain waves like crazy to make sure that I was still alive, that I still had a signal in my head, which I did, which was very strong because my brain didn't want it to die. My brain still held on to a high signal, and my body didn't want to give up, and that's what happened. And it's okay. I'm alive and I'm good, and I'm trying to make the best of it, of my time here now, and you know, but it's an awkward, weird time, and it's a weird time in life and in general. I just wish medicine was available more to a lot of people, because a lot of people seem like they need a joint. They need to smoke a joint. It's too many uncertain things, and a lot of things are going on, a lot of racial stuff going on, and like this one case out in Cali now with the guy getting shot like 15 times by the police. It's gonna get to the point that they're gonna take away the guns from the police. They're gonna try to away the guns from the police, and the civilians, us, the people, uh, you know, there's a chance that that's what they're gonna do is try to take away our guns by take away the guns from the police, and that's how they're gonna take away our guns. They're like, all right, we'll make you a deal. We'll take away the police guns, but then you got to give up yours too. You see what I mean? That's where they're gonna fuck people over. It's bringing Albie. Yep.
Man, I was having internet connection lost. I don't know what's wrong with my internet company, but I'm back here.
Tell you, man, it's messing with us.
Yeah. Just earlier, I was listening to our sister Paula, and she was talking about energy weapons and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that's been going on. That's been
Um,
going on since the Reagan years, even before the Reagan years. But Reagan years really put it
man,
in,
she
put it
really
into
snapped.
place.
They
Yeah,
snapped big time.
yeah. There's
Go
Star
back
Wars.
and listen to it. Yeah, you should go back and listen to her rant. I mean, she was very loud and clear and angry and uh,
Man, I've been sleeping, and then I came on here, and then I'm definitely going back to sleep because, like, I gotta take my medicine, and I gotta be up early for for my appointment tomorrow at the hospital. I gotta take care of myself. So I haven't really been on YouTube like that. Just came on for a bit today. I'm just gonna get off here at 9 and make myself probably a sandwich, and I'll have it with some chips and um
October's coming around the block when you'll officially come back on, right?
um I don't know. I might be coming back off in
Oh,
October. I'm probably not even gonna be coming back on because I'm already on. But um I might be coming off YouTube in October instead of coming on.
oh,
Because I may have to be going through some surgical procedures and stuff, so I might not be available
oh,
on YouTube for a good time. So the return will be a we don't know. I don't know. We don't know. So just gotta you know take it little by little. Just gotta figure it out. That's all. Yeah, I'm going through a lot of stuff, so that's what you know. It's a lot of things I gotta do. Uh, little steps by step, step by step. Oh man, but my body just aches. But I can't wait to display. I want to get my volcano out of my room because I have it in storage. I'm just gonna take it out when I use my volcano because I used to burn my medicine and definitely used to burn my medicine and smoke it from the bag. Just inhale the smoke. It's kind of a clean way of smoking. Like a lot of cancer patients, they smoke like that. They don't smoke like blunts or joints or anything like that. But what they do is they just inhale the smoke, and that's it. They just inhale the smoke, and a lot of older patients. Like I actually, when I went to the dispensary today, there's a lot of older people. Actually, when I went yesterday, too, today and yesterday, when I went yesterday, there was like a lot of elderly, and I was like, "That's pretty cool," you know. There was like older people smoking, so they were in there and they were like getting their medicine and stuff, and they were picking out their flowers, and I was just sitting there doing my paperwork, because I was doing a transfer over to the dispensary. So the older couple taking out their medicines that what they wanted. They're like, "Ooh, I want to try this." I'm like, these old people, they sound like little kids, yo. They're like, "Yo, I want to try this." Like the wife, it was like a vape cartridge thing. Like, "If there's anything else you want, honey?" It's like, "Yeah, you gonna get that flower?" And he's like, "Yeah, I already put it down." I was like, "Oh Lord, these people are gonna get high as fuck." That's what's up. That's they need it for their whatever issues that they're going through. But I just found this so cool. Like the elderly that were sitting there and they were just talking about smoking and stuff, and they were like there was like a cute little couple. They were so happy and they're like, all right, let's go pay for it, and they were gonna get their stuff. And there was a lot of older people and they were getting not only to smoke, because that couple did, but there was an older lady. She was older, she had to been in her 60s. um she was going in there for the lotion. She wanted to buy these lotions. It was more for pain and stuff, which I was overhearing because I was like, I might get some for myself. So yeah, I overheard and I was like, oh, all right, I'll just keep it to my mind because I already had put my order in. So I got some flowers and I rolled up my joints yesterday. I rolled up a whole bunch of joints. Actually, I don't know if I should smoke one more joint. Yeah, I might as well, right? Because
yeah,
I smoke like four, I think like 3, 4 joints a day, and it helps with the pain. It helps with anxiety. It helps with all the craziness, and plus we still got 19 minutes, so we should smoke a joint. Um, yeah, man, went in there and the older people, man, they were so it was like it was so cool to see them, you know. I'm like happy that the older people are more like proactive to the medicine, which I find very appealing. That's really cool. That's gonna help the movement. If we could get the older people on the side of the marijuana, it's gonna help, legalize it for the whole country. And that's what we need here in the United States. We need to legalize the marijuana,
Yeah,
eh,
we need to.
legalize the medicine, but responsibly. You could do everything in moderations. You could do everything responsibly. You don't have to rush into it. It's not a peer pressure thing. It's not like I'd rather people smoke marijuana than cigarettes. Like people shouldn't be smoking and driving, right? But they still
Yeah.
do, right? But they shouldn't because it's a distraction. But they still do. You can't smoke marijuana and drive. Okay, you can come to terms with that. That's be responsible. Don't smoke and drive at the same time. It's like drinking and driving. You wouldn't do that, right? But people still do. I never smoke and drive. Like drive a car and smoke a joint. No, that'll be super irresponsible. It defeats the purpose. You know, it's like you have to know what's responsible. Because it's still a DUI. You know, driving under the influence. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be under the influence of marijuana. So cops these days they do carry it's kind of like a breathalyzer, but it's for marijuana. So if you're over the limit, you get a ticket. You get a DUI ticket, depending on how much medicine is in your system. You know, the depends. But here in Connecticut, their units carry this breathalyzer, and they do test you for to see if you're under the influence of marijuana. They actually have sometimes during the holidays they have like uh they'll do like a check area where they'll set up like the police officers and they'll check the drivers to make sure that they're not under the influence. So there's like a checkpoint, and yeah, they make sure that people are not smoking and driving or drinking and driving. I always say if you're gonna do stuff like that, just make sure you're at home. You know, if you're gonna smoke, just make sure you're gonna chill at home and stay at home. If you're gonna drink, drink at home and stay at home. Don't drink and then be like, oh yeah, I gotta go here. Or like, dude, for real? Just fucking drink at home. You want to drink wine? Drink at home. You know, I know people that drink bottles of wine. They'll drink a bottle of wine, and I'd be like, "Holy shit, girl!" I'm like, "All right, guys, go ahead and drink. It's all good. Pour me a little sip.
Mm,
I just want a sip. You can drink. You can drink the rest of the bottle. Just give me a little bit, because I don't drink like that. But wine is not so bad. You know, wine is red wine. Um, every time I think of red wine, I start thinking about Mini Villeli. But it's a UB40, I think it's called the group. Um, red wine.
yeah.
Yeah, good song too. Good music. The red wine does make you feel fine, and it's a grape. You know what I mean? It's natural. It's the naturalness of the grape that's is producing, that essence in the wine that makes you feel fine. And imagine, see, I don't drink wine. I haven't drank wine in a long time because of everything that's going on. But if I was to drink a cup of wine and smoke a joint, oh man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a flyweight. Fuck that. I'll tell you the truth. I don't drink alcohol like that. I drink a little cup of wine. You're already gonna get me loose like a goose. Like, what's up? Like, I don't drink like that. I don't. I'm not loose like a goose like that. Come on now. But I don't drink wine. The wine is I mean, it's all good. It's I like when people drink wine and stuff. It doesn't bother me. People drink their spirits, right? That's what it is, right? Spirits. The
Mhm.
the alcohol, their spirits. You know, people have their ways and how they want to get their buzz right and how they get their energy. A lot of people they drink alcohol and they get wasted and they like to be in that la la land. Uh, there's people that can't stop smoking cigarettes because of the nicotine and how the cigarettes make them feel. Like it gives them that like little boost, you know. And it's the chemicals that are inside the cigarettes that does that to them. It's the it's pretty much the chemicals and the nicotine that gets people addicted and gets them addicted bad too. Nicotine is so bad, man. Ooh. But there's clean ways of smoking too, because you can smoke tobacco, the tobacco leaves, and there's clean way of smoking. But it's these cigarettes that they put chemicals in it, and there's stuff in it. That's why it's so bad. You feel me? But if you get like you make your own cigarettes and you put the natural stuff, the good stuff, then it's not as bad as buying a pack of Marlboros. Fucking bottles or anything Newports, all that stuff. That shit is a risk, getting cancer from because it's the chemicals that they put in the fucking cigarettes and the nicotine and the menthol. Because people they like that minty taste. So it's like when they smoke the cigarettes, they have like that little minty effect, and it makes you a little like lightheaded. Like people get lightheaded and shit just by smoking cigarettes. It's like that's why they keep smoking it. It's like, fuck that. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I'd rather just smoke a joint. Hmm. I'd rather smoke a joint and I'm good. I don't know about you, Albie, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm not a cigarette fan. I'm just not. I'm a. I know Albie smokes cigarettes too. He's trying to be quiet about it. Yeah, you get a super kick to the throat. He's lucky I'm not in Ohio. So I would have taken an Uber over to his house and would have like, I'd be like, I would say hi to your brother. Your brother would be like, "Hey, how you doing? It's about time you got here." Yeah, all right. Get Albie and kick him in the butt. So I stop smoking fucking cigarettes, Albie. They're like, no, and give me fucking lasagna too. I want a piece of garlic bread too. That shit sounded good. Damn, man, that shit sounds so good. Man, I don't know if there's leftovers, but shit, I make sure there's no leftovers. I think that's what I'm gonna do for my Christmas. The Not Thanksgiving, because I'm not doing Thanksgiving. I'm not cooking. I don't think I'm cooking Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about it. Because if I do, oh man, I'll make a turkey. I don't know if I want to make a turkey. Well, if I make a turkey, it'll last me days, and I can make a sandwich. Hmm. I'm thinking about it. You hear me? I'm thinking about it. Thinking about how, um, because I'm thinking, because if I, all right, if this is how I do it, if I'm gonna make a turkey, right, I'm gonna make it like my style. So to prep it and everything, it's gonna take 1 week. You heard that right?
Yeah.
Marinating, like to marinate the turkey, because I like it to get like the seasoning inside the meat, right inside. So I inject the meat with the seasoning, the liquids, the like mojito and all the other ingredients that I put together with the garlic and the onions and the peppers, and I really like my turkeys. They come out like oof, like it's so delicious. And I give it a week, and what I do is every day I turn it, right. I in the morning I get it and I'll flip the turkey, and then I'll cover it up and let it for the day. Next day I flip it, and I flip it, and that's just marinating the meats. It absorbs it, and gravity brings the juices downwards from the bottom into the meats. So when you flip it, it's gonna stays, and then the gravity is gonna bring the juices into the meats. And when I start cooking it, oh boy, mm, I slow cook that motherfucker. I slow cook it. I cook it at a like in the 200s. I slow cook it overnight. You know, and then when I wake up in the morning, when I feel like, oh, I feel good, I woke up like, 7 in the morning, I wake up. About 7, I say 8 in the morning, I wake up. Give me a good little stretch, get up from bed, go over to the oven. I'll turn up the temperature. I'll check it, you know, and and I'll pour some of the seasoning, the juices onto the turkey, and and then I'll just cook it uncovered um for an hour, probably about like an hour and a half, and it's done. It's done like 9:30, like 9:30, like turkey's done. So it's ready by lunchtime. Like you can even have brunch, early Thanksgiving lunch. I'd rather get out of the way early, you know. Come and eat early. I'll be the first one you come and eat. You're gonna eat my food and you're gonna be like, damn, this is so good. I don't know if I want to eat other people's food now after I ate shit. Cause I make sure it's gonna be a nice sized turkey, so it'll be enough to feed, and have enough leftovers too. So if individuals want to take some home and make some turkey sandwiches, and even have their own little turkey meal for later, they could take some extra food. That's why I like to get the big size. Get like a good size turkey. But I was thinking for the holidays, for Christmas dinner, I was thinking about doing a Noche Buena. It's a good night in Spanish. Noche Buena, which is celebrated on December 24th. Puerto Ricans celebrate Noche Buena. Spanish, Cubans do, Dominicans I think do. There's certain cultures that do spend like Hispanics they and Latins they celebrate Noche Buena, which is Christmas Eve. And I was thinking about making like a lasagna, like a homemade lasagna. You know, I was like really thinking about it. I was like, I want to make a homemade lasagna. Like I want to do it half, like half and half. Like I want to do because if I make lasagna, I make two trays of it. You know, so I wanted to do one tray beef, and then I wanted to do another tray of turkey, like turkey lasagna, or have it more of a like a veggie lasagna, more of a like a vegetable lasagna. Oh yeah, more of a veggie one would be good. It'll just have more ricotta cheese. It'll have more peppers in it. It'll have carrots. It'll have like um. mm. See, I started thinking and I started getting creative. So I was like, I'm like thinking, I'm like, I can make a really good like veggie lasagna, and my friend could eat it too because she's a vegetarian. So I can make it like really vegetarian friendly lasagna. I could do one like that and then one um like meat like a regular lasagna. Cause that way, because I know someone that's vegetarian and she would love to have a piece of it. Even everything, I'll make sure it's vegetarian. The cheese and like the whole. Because I'm not a vegetarian, but I could get the ingredients and put a put a lasagna together, a vegetarian lasagna together. I think that'd be tasty. I think that'd be very tasty. But I'm gonna wrap up the show because it's already gonna be 9 o'clock soon, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna get to lay down and get to chill out. I'm actually gonna make myself something to eat because I gotta take my medicine, and um, I'll take that and then go ahead and I don't know, probably watch a movie or something, and then get my butt to sleep because I gotta go to the hospital tomorrow, and that's already my anxiety's already up because of that. So I gotta go to the hospital, and then I gotta see the surgeon, see what like what's the plan now, what's gonna be the plan, because this pain doesn't go away, and like I'm having so much pain in my side inside my intestines. It's kind of like it's punishment right now. So I'm done with the show. You guys have a good night. I'll be back on hopefully. Let's see if I whenever I feel good, I come back on. I can't promise you any days. That's gonna leave it like that. When I come on, come on. If I don't, I don't. And I just tomorrow's gonna be a very hectic day for me as far as like getting what I need to get done. And like I could let's see. We'll see what happens. But it was cool. Thanks, Albie, for coming through. I appreciate you, man.
You're welcome.
And see you guys on the flip side. Good night.
Good night.